Good morning, hello, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Sorry, I said good morning because I'm filming this in the morning and I guess I'm just used to greeting people in the mornings. Alright, so this video is going to be a mix-up of things. I will do a small little journal with me session later on in the video. I wanted to start off with just kind of decorating some postcards, some empty postcards I wanted to ship off to some people. And I thought I would just film the process. It's really not exciting at all. I just thought maybe it would be fun and kind of give you some ideas on how you could decorate simple postcards. Both of these stamps are from London Gifties. I don't know if she has these two specific available in her shop anymore. I just have some washi tape cards. These washi tape cards I received from Courtney. So I wanted to say thank you to her. But yeah, I just, sometimes I will, if I want to do some crafty time and I want to play, I would take out some postcards and just a couple of stamps. You don't really need a whole bunch. Just a couple of stamps that you want to stamp and some washi tape, and you can use that to decorate the back of the postcard and kind of add some like a border around your writing. And you could also use like stickers and things, but in this video I didn't end up doing that. But you'll see I just randomly put washi tape and I randomly stamp things down, and because I had the stamps out, I ended up using those in my hobonichi as well. In terms of choosing the stamp, I decided to go with the, oh sorry, before I forget, this washi tape here, this vertical one is like a special limited edition one from Kobe. I think I got it from Midai Cat. I think she sent me a bunch and she said it's from Kobe, which is a city here in Japan. But yes, it's nice. I chose the vertical one so that it can act as a border right down the center of the postcard. And so back to the inks. So I specifically chose the cubed ones there that you see off to the side, the VersaFine, because they are water resistant once they are dry. And I'm not sure why I took out the gold one. I thought maybe I could stamp a little bit of gold as well, but I ended up choosing the VersaFine so that if the ink were to get wet in the rain or something, I mean, it's exposed. So I decided to choose that ink pad for stamping. And every time when I write an address on the postcard, I will also use a waterproof ink pen. So one of the uni pens or the Sakura Sigma pens, those types of pens I will use for writing out the address and message. But yeah, this is just a simple kind of decorate with me, I guess, postcard. I used to send quite a bit in my coffee page, so I'm gonna have to probably set that up soon for this month for October, and I'll put a post up soon somewhere. So if you're interested, I usually do a little bit of happy mail once in a while there over on the coffee page. You don't have to pay anything for it. It's just I'll just post something there once in a while. If I have a destash, I will destash over there as well. And talking about destash, I want to destash soon because there are some sizes and notebook covers that are just sitting there, and sometimes my kids use them, and so I like to keep them, but I think my son has found his his cover and he's pretty happy with his cover, and he hasn't felt the need to change anything. But my daughter still is up in the air. But yeah, I think I will destash some covers soon, so I usually post, I'll like film a video and then I will post it in coffee. But like I said, you don't need to pay anything to be on there. It's you'll receive a notification whenever I post something. So if you sign up over there, you just, yeah, I hope people don't feel like they have to pay anything over on at Coffee. So here I've decided to take out my hobonichi and just paste some things in. And I think this is in September. I think I am putting in some washi tape and kind of stamping things, even from like September, some blank pages from September. And once again, I think the washi tape actually, the washi tape sample is from Courtney, but I think the physical washi tapes are from Lenny and Gifties. So yes, I'm stamping the postcards. I just quickly reviewed the actual footage that I'm editing right now, and I flip-flop back and forth to the postcards and the journal and the postcards and the journal, so I apologize for that. I don't know, I guess that's how I end up working with in my projects. I will flip-flop around whatever I feel like. So in this case, I finished stamping the postcards and then I want to use this same stamp, so I end up taking out my journal, and then once I'm finished with this stamp, I switch things up and go back to postcards, and like it's just all over the place. But I guess this is how I journal and have my crafty time. This one, this stamp here is also from London Gifties. As you can see, it's a substantial size, and I'll just do a close-up of the image there. It's so cute. Little girl in the box with all the goods. I'm just dabbing off the excess ink with a tissue paper, and the ink that's kind of remaining on the stamp, I'll do kind of like a second generation stamp. Just be careful with this ink, it might bleed through if there's too much, or if bleed through the hobonichi paper. With the hobonichi paper, if you're looking for a good stamp, the chalk inks are the good, like the type that will sit on top of the page, so it won't really bleed through. I mean, if you push too hard, or if there's way too much ink, there is a possibility. But usually that chalk ink kind of sits on top of the paper, and it shouldn't really bleed through the paper. The hobonichi, the Tomoe River thin paper. The circle stickers are, I think, a limited set from the Starbucks roastery here in Tokyo, and I wanted to stick some on to the postcard, and I found a cute little lips one, and I put that in my journal. And then I think from here on is just like a journal with me session. I'm using some of the printables from Pocket Journal Pam and Courtney Diaz. The one that you see I'm cutting is from Courtney. I ended up printing on tracing paper, and the tracing paper is from Daiso, the one that's a pack of 20, I want to say, a pack of 20 tracing paper for 100 yen, or which is like $1. Daiso is kind of like a dollar store. But yeah, I decided to kind of tear out certain pieces and place them in my journal. I need to print out more tracing paper. I really miss that translucency of it and the lightness of it. The color is still vibrant because the page is white on the back, but it's just, it adds a nice little airy effect. It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah, I think I want to take out my tracing paper. I believe I'm low on tracing paper and even sticker paper, so I'll need to visit Daiso one of these days. And then a lovely subscriber, she mentioned that there is washi, like a sticker washi sheet. It's like a sticker sheet, but it's made with the same type of material that washi tape is made out of. So it's like a nice thin sheet of washi tape. It's like a page of washi tape that you can print on. And so I checked on Amazon, but unfortunately it was very expensive for the pack. I'm going to try Daiso and see if they have something similar. I imagine they do. The journaling community and like the crafting community is starting to increase here. And I mean, of course, Japan is like stationery heaven, but in terms of crafting and stuff, I feel like it's a little bit behind compared to back home in North America. What I mean by crafting is like the paper crafting, your Tim Holtz and those paper crafting items are lacking. But anyways, that's like a totally different subject. Yes, I'm just back journaling. I know in September it was very hot, like we had several hot days, and I was wondering how come it's so hot in September. But yeah, so that's why I'm cutting this one out. This one is from Pocket Journal Pam, and I don't remember the exact day that it was hot, but I just decided to stick it in there anyways. There's a blank page, and yeah, I thought it was kind of perfect for that. And once again, this is on tracing paper, and you can see that with the tracing paper you don't really lose much of like the color vibrancy, but then there's that airy aspect to it, and if there's like a watercolor wash in the back, that will show through nicely. And yeah, I just really like the effect of tracing paper, and it allows me to add all these beautiful printables without bulking up my page too much. I will admit that these past several journal with me sessions, I was not thinking about the bulk. I just decided to just go for it. It's the remaining couple months of the year. I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to worry about the bulk. You can see I even tipped in like food packaging there. These date stickers, these are a while back from Courtney Diaz. Oh, I don't even know if they're from this year. But yeah, I just had some of these date stickers. I printed them on sticker paper, once again from Daiso, and yeah, I decided to just let's go for it. And I wanted to really put these items in my journals, so I didn't really think about the bulk. And so that's why for next year I ended up with the avec, which is split into two. The reason why I have the full year for this year is because I wanted to purchase the limited edition Caterpillar journal cover, and with the Loft exclusive journal covers, they only come with the full year version of the journal. So you're not allowed to, or they don't come as a set with the avec style notebooks that are split into two. So the Loft exclusives are only sold with the full year version of the Hobonichi Techo. But yeah, so I'm kind of flipping through, seeing what else I can do. I can probably add some washi tape to certain parts of the journal. Oh, and before I forget, the journal cover is from the Superior Labor. And oh, I guess I feel like wanting to show you some of my my knitting adventures. I totally forgot that this part was in here. But yeah, so my journal cover is from the Superior Labor, and here I'm just sharing with you my stitching, my seed stitching, or knitting my seed stitch pattern. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of mistakes here and there, and this is the Stephen West Marled Magic shawl, and I feel like I'm in a bit of a block. I'm not fond of the colors that I selected for this cowl, or this shawl. Sorry, not cowl, it's a shawl. I'm using 4.5 millimeter circular needles. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I wanted it to be like a super colorful shawl, but it kind of turns up into like a muddy, scrappy project type of shawl. But anyways, this is like a totally different subject. I'll probably do a separate, like a knitting type of video, so that I can just talk about that, which I picked up, like it's a hobby that I picked up during the summer. Okay, I hope you had fun, and I hope you had some nice relaxing time. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.